Hey, you seen the latest episode of One Punch Man?
No.
Do you even watch the series?
No.
Do you know what it is? Have you heard of Naruto?
No.
Never heard of Naruto? Alright, how about Dragon Ball Z?
No.
Everyone knows what Dragon Ball Z is. How about anime? Do you know what anime is?
No.
Anime.
Inuyasha?
Inuyasha. Out of all the animes, you only know Inuyasha. What kind of fangirl? You know what, I'm done. Hey guys, it's Jellapug. Today I'm making a top 5 video. So today I'm going to give you 5 anime series that will gently ease, hopefully, anyone with an open mind into anime. Anime is getting pretty popular, but there are still some people that live under a rock. They don't even know what anime is. So today I'm about to give you 5 gateway animes that are, you know, beginner level for people to just ease into it. You know, when you're trying to show your favourite anime to a friend, it's best to not show certain series, because instead of easing them into it, you're going to scare them away. So yeah, hopefully this list will help you make more friends that like anime. P.S. I'm not really going to include animes over 100 episodes, because, you know, for beginners I think that's pretty overwhelming. Also, I'll keep the animes within the last 10 years. Because if it's before that, most of the top 5 will probably be early on, so yeah. Just a warning, and it's my opinion, so don't yell at me if it's wrong. At number 5 we have Black Lagoon, an action series with some pretty dark humour. The story is basically about Rock, an average everyday salaryman who gets kidnapped by pirate mercenaries. But he has a weird case of Stockholm Syndrome, and he befriends his kidnappers, and then eventually he actually starts working for them. The show also has a westernized kind of influence with this realistic and gritty tone. So yeah, I think it's more easy for people to ease into it. It's a great starter show for people who love guns, violence and action. Number 4 on the list is probably the least popular of the 5. It's called Nichijou, also called Daily Life. Daily life of a bunch of random high school students. Anime have this kind of style of over-exaggerating, you know, action or expressions or just anything really. It's the exaggeration that makes it funny, and this show really exaggerates everything. The show seems pretty high budget. In fact, the anime kind of looks like it was made just for the studio to show off its animation, which is, I mean, it's good for us. It's pretty good eye candy. And I think almost everyone I've shown it to love it just for the pure stupidness. So that's my number 4. Yeah, show it to your kids if you have any kids. Now at number 3 we have Shingeki no Kyojin, aka Attack on Titan. This is the latest of the top 5 really, the newest anime. It's also one that's become really popular, and even people who haven't even watched anime probably have heard of it. It's become pretty big in the West even. It's streamed on sites such as Netflix, Crunchyroll, so it's really easily accessible. I'd say this show is probably one of the highest in terms of gore and death. So people that love, you know, shows such as Game of Thrones, or, you know, just series that involve a lot of death and tragedy, I think they love it. Of course, this show isn't for kids. Just like Black Lagoon, I wouldn't recommend this to kids under 12, probably, maybe even higher. But I watched it at 14? Maybe 14? Yeah, 14. And number 2 you have a series called Clannad. A lot of animes nowadays have like this high school setting of a guy goes to school, meets a girl, meets more girls, gets a bunch of girls liking him, and then it either ends with him ending up with one girl, which is usually the better ending, or he ends up with no girl. It's like an open ending and everyone just hates it. Clannad is pretty special in this case, where there's a second season which is about the girl that he actually goes out with at the end of season 1. A very highly rated show that I would recommend to people who love romance, or they just like to cry, just watching things that they like to cry. Heck, even show it to people that don't like to to cry. Just, you know, have a chuckle when they do. And at number 1, a very popular show called Death Note. I was having an internal debate whether to recommend Death Note or Code Geass, but I think that Death Note is a lot more compelling. It'll pull you in a lot more. It'll grab you by the balls if you have them, and it'll take you all across its 50 episodes. The show is a really good thriller, and it will keep you at the edge of your seats. This show also has a weird case where you don't know who to support, with the main character or the antagonist good guy. Death Note has a very mature setting. It also has pretty controversial topics, so I think fans of intellectual type shows will really love it. So I think those are my top 5 picks for gateway anime. Yeah, and this is still my opinion, but these are still relatively good shows. Not the best shows. I mean, not even probably some of them are my favorite shows, but I'd say, you know, if you're gonna introduce someone to anime, that's the best way. And you know, it's your decision how to choose which one they prefer. I mean, imagine showing your best friend who's like 10 Attack on Titan. It'll pretty much scare them off or traumatize them even. So you know, be safe with your choosings. See ya. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want.